So it's another wonderful day to sit and interact with three intellectual, beautiful, as well as talented young ladies. I am Yemisi Kola.
And I'm Abike Olawini.
I'm Eva.
And it's your show, Girl Talk. So today we're going to be talking about a very emotional as well as very interesting topic. And I'm going to be advising ladies that don't allow your loyalty to keep you in a situation where your common sense is telling you to let go of. I know.
Listen.
Oh, deep.
As in, but before we really go, so before we go into deep, why don't we check this out?
Benjamin, what are you doing in post-service?
I'm living here, sir.
Living here as what? What's your job?
I'm a Yahoo boy.
You are a Yahoo boy. Good. You are a Yahoo boy and you are staying here. You want to use the girl as a sacrifice, Abi?
I'm not going to sacrifice, sir. She's my girlfriend.
She's your girlfriend and you have the mind to burn her like this. Eh? You have the mind to pour petrol on this young girl? Come. Where is your parental home? Stay there. Don't come closer. Where is your parents staying? But gather.
Wow.
Oh, that video was
Disgusting.
and sad
Disgusting.
and really touchy.
This is the kind of video you see and you be like, oh, God forbid I meet this kind of person in my whole life.
Entire
because,
life,
no,
right?
No.
All right, so this actually brings us to our topic: toxic relationship. So when people hear toxic relationship, they just feel it's all about the physical part. You know, the beating, the burning of people.
Yeah.
So it's not just all about that. We also have, it hits emotionally
Yeah.
and it hits mentally.
Yes.
So
So-
I think people should be more aware that toxic relationship is not just physical. Sometimes it might just be that the fact that someone is, for example, now if I'm in a relationship with someone and he every time he does something wrong, it makes it feel like I'm the one who does something wrong.
Yeah.
That is a toxic relationship.
Trying
You
to
need
be a victim.
Yes, he's always trying to make himself approve himself of things that he's not supposed to approve himself of.
And do you
things like
understand that? I feel like this thing mostly happen when you're actually dating somebody who is older. Like mostly, I'm not saying all the time, but mostly happen when you're dating somebody who is younger. And it feels like when he talks, you know, you're not supposed to talk back at him, and whatever I say is the right thing. And because he's quite more educated than you are, so he's always using this English thing or this I'm experienced, I've lived this life before you. If I'm talking, I'm the head and you're the tail. Who told you that ladies are the tail in a relationship? Guy, if you're the head, we're both head, not heads, head, one head, so we are two in one. So I think that one too goes. If you're dating somebody who is older, you should be ready for a lot, because you guys have to you have to have this discussion whereby you guys become same age mates. Whenever you do something, he's ready to tell you, this is what you did that is wrong, let's sort this thing out. Not like, okay, you did this thing wrong and you're supposed to apologize because you're younger, you're small, you're not my age mate. Do you understand when a guy is telling you, do you know how much girls I have dated before you? Like, you're even the youngest. That is toxic. You're talking anyhow. That's
Speaking
toxic.
of that,
Yeah.
I remember there was a time, one of my ex, and he did something wrong. I was angry about it, and he was like, on a normal day I would have beaten you, and I was like,
Huh? Hi.
I was
You're
like,
not doing well.
red flag alert. No. We
You
cannot
said you're
continue
what?
this relationship.
You're what?
Ex.
That's where it belongs, please. That's where it belongs.
She had already put him in his place.
No, that's where it belongs. Because I cannot imagine dating a guy that tells me, see, this thing all starts from your discussion. If a guy is telling you, what yourself for? I don't take this. I'm gonna beat you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna beat you. I'll slap you. If we are joking, let's know we are joking. If we can call ourselves out there, we can call ourselves stupid. But if it's coming to, I'll slap you. I have belt. I'm not a bulldog.
Okay, but you know that these days in Nigeria, not even in Nigeria, everywhere, we've come to this particular point in relationships where we think that me calling you Ode, me calling you don't have sense, you're a fool, I will slap you, say na play. You understand? Like, so people actually think that when a guy is saying, me say I used to say it, if I slap you now, you know, like your brain will reset. You understand? So we are in that part. We are in that part of the world, or we are in that particular system where these things are now normal. So tell me, so how do we know?
It depends on how. For me, I feel like it depends on how it comes. This is it, Odenie. And it's different. Odenie, you're a fool.
fool.
I can slap you. That one is coming from your heart, and I can see that you can actually do it. I'm a kind of girl that if you tell me that, even my mommy, if she tells me, when you do this thing again, I'm going to beat you, I'm going to run away, I'm sorry, I don't have that mind. So it depends on how it comes. If it's, oh, I'm gonna slap you, like, why are you gonna slap me for what? And it comes. But if a guy actually tells you, I'm gonna slap you, and it's just like this, I'm gonna slap, and he's, oh my god, he's gonna do it a million times, and it's gonna come in a very wrong way. I just feel like your discussion with your partner, the way you guys interact, all those things has to do, and you guys need to really talk very well. I don't understand why. I saw a tweet, I think it was 2 weeks ago. A guy said ladies actually do not marry who they love or who they understand. They marry who is ready. You saw it.
Yeah,
so it is who is ready because he's ready, because he has the money, because he already has the mentality. I want to take care of my child at every time. You just want to go in, and you guys don't even have any discussion or anything. No, you wouldn't know anything until you are in. And when you are in, you know we are Africans. You cannot come out, else you want to be tagged.
Please come out. You better come out if you are in and it's terrible.
Yeah. About this is, I think people should be able to talk more. Like if they are getting into the relationship, they should understand, they should communicate. That way there will not be any reason for, oh, we did not know what we're getting into, I was not aware. Girl, talk. And if you like, if you want to even do investigation, please do your investigation.
That one is very necessary.
Very well.
Sometimes find it disgusting. Sorry, when you ask them what happened in your past relationship, they're like, I don't want to go back into my past. Guy, we've got to go back into that past. If you don't want to tell me, I'm going to ask people, because we need to know. Because it is possible you're actually lagging in that part. His ex is lagging or was lagging when they broke up, and you want to do that same thing again. So if he tells you that, don't talk to me this way, it's possible a guy tells you, don't call me Ode. I have different relations. I've actually met a guy who, whenever I call him babe or dear, I said, no, that was insultive, I don't think that. Really? I'm sorry. Because he actually told me. But in normal day, a guy will not tell you. You guys will not have that discussion, and you just tell him, and it sounds like very insulting to him, like you're actually trying to, I don't know how to talk about that.
Okay, so we've said a lot, so like, I would point out some of the things. Now, to actually know a toxic relationship, first thing, the guy makes you feel guilty almost all the time. About
victim.
Exactly, he makes that, and it has been obvious from what we've said. He makes you feel guilty all the time, and then he makes you feel inferior. He belittles you outside. You understand?
I've dated fine girls. They have boobs. They have money. You are the least.
Who are you?
My God.
In front of your friends, in front of family, you bring up,
family.
You bring up issues, you bring up ideas, and it's like, no, this is not good enough. And if you continue to stay in something like that, you begin to feel like you can't make the right decisions.
I'm very cautious.
And you can't do better.
I feel like if you're in a relationship, you should be all out. If you are feeling very cautious in a relationship, there's something wrong. Like if you want to say something, you're like, you might get angry.
Like you can't be yourself.
It is wrong. You have to be all out.
Another thing is, like she said, you not being able to be yourself wherever this person is. Like you can, and this one sounds says no, you cannot fat. You cannot
No. I cannot take that one. I know. I'm sorry.
So that was just for the lighter mood, but then you can't be yourself.
You can't in your relationship.
Of course, if I can't fart in front of you, why are you my boyfriend? You don't know this fat. What is that? You don't say fat. So I cannot come to your house and say I want to go to your toilet and poo poo.
No, that one.
And my poo poo is to smell. So you might as well just take the fat like that. Kinney. Yes. It's toxic.
So there's this story I want to share with you guys. It's my friend that told me. She said her cousin was married to this man, and this man used to be there. Now her parents were aware of it, and his parents also were aware of it. But anytime he beats her and she tries to go to her parents' place, they're always telling her to go back to her husband's house. Now this thing went on and went on until finally, one time when he was beating her, he killed her.
Wow.
AKA she died. Now her parents, I don't know whether they stood up for her or not. They put this guy in like a jail for like a couple of days, and they brought him back out. Now this man is married again. Of course. Now I don't know. What I want to know is his wife, is his current wife aware that he killed his former wife?
Wait. You know, our parents is so used to this thing that if you bring a guy to the house that I want to marry this guy, you should be sure that you want to marry him with everything that he has.
Spend
That
the
means
rest
you
of
have
your
actually
life.
you know, our parents in those days, they do their relationship for like a you hear, oh, we dated for 5 years, we dated for unlike all those village people that just see themselves and marry themselves. We dated for 5 years. They are actually watching themselves. So if you bring a guy home, even as your friend or anything, you see your parent looking at you like, are you ready for this? So whenever you come home, whenever they come home and they're like, my husband beats me and all of that, the thing I think is that they should actually follow you to that house instead of sending only you back. Okay, you're actually going to go back at the end of the day, but they should follow you back to the house and understand why this is coming up all the time. Most of the time, we ladies act as the victim. We don't see our shouting as bad. So we feel like, oh, if I'm shouting at you, you're supposed to walk away. Don't forget, these men are men.
You're supposed to walk away.
No, calm down. You're not going to be testing somebody's ego all the time, and you're telling him to walk away. Some guys are not that patient. You should learn to like reduce your voice and respect your man. In as much as toxic relationship, all those things, you should learn to respect your man. Reduce your voice whenever you're talking. You can be expressive as much as you want to be, but you can be humbly expressive. Ego, they have 9 rings, or what do they call it? 9 bones, and sometimes it works like aggressively. When you're talking too much at them, they feel like, okay, you want to see what I can do. I feel like that's what you're saying. Okay, let me show you what I can do. Some guys are not that patient. So if you want to handle guys like that, you should be able to like humble yourself. Whenever you want to express yourself, be humble. And our parents, I think you people are not. See, I'm not going to go back to the house the second time. I'll just pack my things and leave for Seychelles or Mauritius, and I'm gone forever.
Okay, so with this, let's check the viewers' opinion.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. I've heard about that. I've read about that on social medias. I've heard about that from friends too. You know.
How do you think that can be reduced?
Well, you see, when it comes to husband and wife, conflict or violence experience, you know, it has to be something they have to understand between each other. You know, the husband will have to understand that this my wife is someone that I can manage before they actually go into the marriage, you know, and the wife, the vice versa. You know, this is why we are supposed to have courtship. You know, courtship simply means when you understand that, okay, this is the kind of person my husband is, this is the kind of person my wife is. Is he a violent person? Is he someone that I can manage? Is he someone that will change because of me, or someone that will not change because of me? So we have to understand that before we go into marriage.
Well, the last I've heard, a woman was in a relationship with a man. She was married to the man, and the man was gay. She didn't know that. So, just the fact the man was frustrated in the marriage and all, he began to exact his frustrations on her, you know, verbal abuse. I don't know if it's reached like punch or whatever, but that was how much like she shared with us, and it was crazy, Sha. I mean, why didn't he just leave the marriage? But then again, our society, you get. So yeah.
So how do you think toxic relationship can be reduced, like the measures?
Well, I believe people need to be more sensitive to their partners. Before you marry someone, the person should be your friend, should be able to talk to you, to be able to come to a compromise. Because I'm very sure there are marriages out there that they probably don't even love each other to that extent, but they've come to a deal. So people need to be more sensitive to their partners. They need to talk more. Communication is very important. So I think, yeah, that's basically one of the major ways I believe toxicity in relationships can be reduced.
All right, we've said a lot. We've heard a lot, and we've also seen a lot.
It's plenty.
So now that we've spoken about toxic relationship, we've spoken about the characteristic of a toxic relationship. Now we are going to be preferring solutions to toxic
What's the end
relationship.
of talking about the problem if you're not going to give solution?
Give the solution, right? So what do you think?
For me, I'll just give two because there are actually a lot. For me, I've already said it before now. If you're going to a relationship, understanding the fact that you want this to last forever, there's a difference between going to a relationship and you know that, okay, we just want to have fun and get the hell out of the relationship. If you're going to a relationship and you're sure it's going to last forever, to avoid toxicity, to avoid violence, domestic violence or sexual abuse or anything, or panel beating or boxing, you have to be very humble and be ready to take anything that comes in your most humble self. And also, please be able to be attentive as well. Be attentive. Know when the man is getting angry. As much as you want to be humble and you want to have a very good listen, be attentive. Know when he's getting angry. Know when to shut up. When you're telling him, oh there, where are you coming from? Blah, blah, blah. He has his leg. You are in a relationship together, yes, but understand when that pot is boiling and you're supposed to keep quiet. Just be attentive and be humble. For me, that's it.
Okay.
My opinion would be, don't push your man. Even if sometimes it might get you angry and you just want to shout, have respect for your husband. That's why he's the head of the family. You're supposed to respect him. Sometimes you just need to keep quiet. And you know, we are women now, and sometimes we get angry and sometimes we don't know how to contain our anger. But you just need to contain that anger because you cannot fight. If you just raise one hand, you don't die. Number two is understand the person you're in a relationship with before you go into something really long term. Now, some people say they did not see that it was abusive before they got into the marriage.
Which is very possible.
I don't think so.
Which is not possible.
If they were attentive enough, if they listened, if they paid more attention, then they would see those small little things that they would have held on to. Just like what I told you now, he said he would slap me on a normal day, he would have beaten me. I mean, I could have just, overlooked it and continued with the relationship. And wisdom so came either.
That's what she's telling you. Think about it.
Okay, as for me, first of all, about the whole shouting thingy, man, I'm gonna shout when I'm angry. For real, like I'm really gonna shout.
And I hope you get your like very humble and patient husband, because you can be shouting and it's like, okay, you're gonna shout.
If I'm
screaming, and
screaming,
he's leaving the house for like 2 weeks.
Oh man, that's so much better than raising. If I'm shouting at you, then why will you raise your hand and beat me? There are other ways to make me understand. No, for real. No, really. Now, ladies could be very, very temperamental. True. You understand? So imagine me talking to you and I'm like, what is wrong with you? Not to get, and you know I'm angry. My eyes are all red. I could even be crying. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Look. And after everything, you're like, why?
I feel like there's a difference between what's wrong with you? Can't you see you did something wrong? And you're a stupid man. You're a mumu man.
Yes. Do you see what your mates are doing?
Mado. Alright, so my own advice, now if you are in a toxic relationship already, now they are talking about how to relate in a relationship so it does not get toxic. But if you're already in a toxic relationship, what will I do? So people would say walk away. Now that's one. You can walk away. Two, you can decide to stay and try to make it work. Now this one is very, very crucial. I'd not say stay and die. I'd not say stay and die. I said stay and try to make it work. Now how could you make it work? Space. Stay away. Two of you should stay away for some time.
Miss each other.
Malice.
Exactly. Stay. I'd not say malice.
No.
Stay.
Like sexually.
No. Like give yourself distance. You know when you're at this point in a relationship where you're like, I need a break.
No, God forbid though. Break?
Yes.
My husband?
Yes.
Well, yes, it works in both marriage and it works in also relationship. Now talk about toxic relationship here. If it is toxic, you will not be saying my husband. You said it yourself. You carry yourself to them. So stay away, and then try to think about those things that brought you guys together. That's the man and the woman.
Try therapy.
Secondly, you guys should talk about the problem in the relationship. Now come out. I'm at fault. You're at fault. Don't take the blame for yourself and your partner. Let your partner come out. This is my fault. This is what I did. And then you come out. This is my fault. This is what I did. How can I be better? How can he be better.
Yeah.
Now you guys can restart dating all over again.
Something
You guys could
very-
actually see a therapist
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
See a therapist.
Waste of money. Okay,
It's not waste of money.
So for me, like you guys are actually telling us what happened. In some people's
So after, so that you won't say, so people won't tell you that you did not try at all.
Yeah.
Especially for married couples.
Yeah.
You get. But also know that there are people that in the process of trying, they died. So when I mean try, I didn't say kill yourself.
You have to be very sensitive.
You understand?
when trying
So when you
that.
try and then you find out that, oh, this guy is not changing, please see, you remove your slippers and run. You can even leave your bags, leave your clothes. You understand? Just run first and
Let me
survive.
crown it all with, please be a very prayerful wife, because this whole thing is very difficult to handle. If you're going to stay with somebody that you guys didn't grow up together, you don't know. Please be prayerful. Pray. And you guys should pray together, because I don't understand why you'll be praying alone and your husband will be on the bed sleeping. We cannot marry.
So wait, is it that I'm the only one that knows how to talk to God?
Yeah, because see, that's where you even know a patient husband. When you are praying and he's sleeping, or he's saying, be fast, he's not patient. But
And also we shouldn't be so hard on toxic partners. We shouldn't, because a lot of these people had this mental disorder while growing up. Let me just put it that way. That's how they saw their parents. That's how they saw their parents treat each other. That's how they were treated. So they don't know how to relate with other people.
There was a day that my stepdad saw a boy. He was playing too rough, so he decided to be. Why are you playing like this? Uncle Ide came in and came to me. Why are you playing? I was like, really? Because he actually saw his dad do it. So he was not shouting, why are you no, I'm your elder sister, you don't do that. But if he's always seeing that thing all the time, it will definitely cultivate that habit, and that's one of those things. Yeah.
So we should, when we see people like this, yes, what she said, parents, watch what you do.
Yeah.
Even friends. Toxic relationship is not between husband and wife, between boyfriend and girlfriend. Your best friend as a girl too. People can have toxic relationship. It can be toxic relationship between father and daughter and mother, bishop and daughter. I did not say that one. It's okay.
It's all those afar that is very annoying. Like okay,
we did not.
Oh God,
We are not. Okay, so we have come to the end of what is it you heard? We have come to the end of the show for today. Hope you enjoyed your time with us. If you have anything to say, make sure you hit us up on the comment section. Join in the conversation. Tell us your experience. If you've been in a toxic relationship, your stories. If you need help, we're intelligent, intellectual set of people. We could help you in any way we could. Yeah.
We are here for you. We are here for you.
Exactly. We are here for you. And don't forget to follow us up on our different social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter.
Everything.
We got you covered. So till next time, it's still your show, girl.